Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the webinar tonight. I'm Marcin, FM Cosmetics UK Corporate Trainer, and I will show you today all important features and benefits of Instagram. Just to make sure that you can hear me properly, if you can let me know using the chat. If yes, we can get started. Okay, that's great. So today, Instagram, for those of you who watched my webinars about Facebook, a good news because it's sort of continuation of social media for business. So Facebook is definitely a great tool, but Instagram is even better in terms of engagement. Instagram generates 58 times more engagement rate per follower than Facebook and 120 times more than Twitter. So definitely Instagram is something to look at more closely, and it is something to use in order to grow the business. So having that in mind, if you are not on Instagram yet, by the way, how many of you have an Instagram account? Okay, you've got Instagram account. Most of you, yes, so that's great. So, you know, Instagram is mostly a mobile application. So it would be a good idea if you have your mobile phone with you and then you go to Instagram, because you can check some of the features of Instagram straight away while I'll explain, because that will be the best way to do it. Then you can remember that much easier. So you can listen to me, you can look at the slides, and you can log into your Instagram account on your mobile phone and try some of the functions straight away. So now let me introduce some facts to you. Some very important facts so you can see the potential of the platform. So it's a fact that on Instagram you can find highly engaged global community and over 400 million active accounts. It's a fact that people come on Instagram for visual inspiration. So to be successful, you need to become creative and you need to become artistic. Also, instead of using words to move people on Instagram, you need to use powerful and inspirational images. So people will be willing to see more, whatever you do, and they will want to take action. So these three things are so important in order to be successful, and they are very important to take into account. Let's have a look at some more figures at the moment. So as I said, there are over 400 million active accounts on Facebook. A good news is, as we are in the UK and close to Europe, 75% of these accounts are outside US. 40 billion photos shared and 3.5 billion likes every single day. 80 million photos shared per day. So in order to be distinguished and noticed, because there are so many accounts and so many photos, and in order to encourage people to follow you and take action, you need to be an active user. So it means that you need to post at least twice a day. You need to be professional, you need to be creative, and you need to be consistent in terms of your online image. I'll get back to this point a little bit later on. And also in terms of being active. So consistency is important, not only when you do the business online, when you do your FM business online, but also when you do FM business in real life. But here it is particularly important to be consistent with the image that you're posting, and also in order to be active. So let's move on. So the first thing that you have to do is to create an account, is to sign up. So very simple for those of you, because some people said that they don't have Instagram account yet. Just a few slides in order to explain how to set it up. So you need to provide Instagram few basic details. So you need to create your username. So choose an account name that's easily tied to your business. Because if you want to open a business account on Facebook, it is a very good idea to choose a name which is related to FM or to the products that you sell. Because people very quickly, just by looking at your user's name, they will be able to sort out what sort of business do you do. The next thing is you have to choose a photo. So simple is best. You can use FM brand's logo or a graphic symbol if you want, but keep in mind that it will be cropped circle. Here is a square, but it will be cropped into a circle and appear as a 150 per 150 pixel image. The next thing is, if you have your Facebook account, you can log in, you can sign up using your Facebook, because perhaps, as you know, Facebook also owns Instagram. So it's the same company, and in terms of advertising later on, if you watched my previous webinar about advertising on Facebook, you can use Instagram paid adverts using Facebook account, because there's no other way if you want to advertise on Instagram. But today we're going to talk about your account and what's important in order to start off and what's important in order to be successful as a FM business partner. As soon as you put the basic details, your photo, your username, your password, and later on you put your email address, and optionally you can also put your mobile phone, you will be able to type in your bio, something about your business, something about your product. You will have 150 character limit in order to describe what you do and who you are. And your bio, this is a tip, your bio should focus on what's most important about your brand. So also in your bio, you will be able to include your personal website or your replica site if you have already bought a replica site from FM. Why is it important? Because that will be the only place where you can include some contact details of yours, like your mobile phone, your email address, and also your website address. So people will know how exactly they can get in touch with you. So this is it. It's very simple to sign up, and then you have to get started. You know what? It's so easy to sign up, and people normally they don't have any problems to sign up, but the most important is later on. How to get started, how to be successful, what sort of content to upload, and so forth. So now let me tell you about the very important things that should be considered in the first place. The first thing is to start with a clear goal and creative concept. In my opinion, Instagram is for those of you who are quite good with creating images, who's got sort of artistic personality, because as I said before, you need to use images in order to move people, in order to engage with. However, a good news is at the end of the webinar, I will tell you about one thing that you can use, even if you are not creative, even if you cannot take good quality pictures. I will tell you about one tool that you can use in order to create a good quality context in Facebook, content in Facebook. So how about clear goal and creative concept? In the first place, if I will start my Instagram account in order to promote my products, I would determine my objective. So there are a few things that I would consider. What do you exactly want to do by creating your Instagram account? Would you like to increase brand awareness so people become more aware about FM and about your business? Would you like to increase customer engagement? You want to show your products? Would you like to share news, for instance, with your customers or with your business partners? Would you like to grow community or maybe connect with influencers? As you know, we produce, we sell perfume, makeup, and skincare. There are a lot of influencers in a particular field. So you may want to use Instagram in order to get connected with those influencers because they may help you promote your products. Or you want to drive sales. So you can choose one of these objectives or you can choose all of them. All depends on how much time you've got, because for every single objective, you will need to prepare some content. And for every single objective, you will have to take action. So these are just my suggestions that you may take into account. So first of all, determine exactly what do you want to achieve by creating an Instagram account. Number 2, celebrate your brand look and feel. What I mean by saying this? I mean that you need to develop a content strategy. And your content strategy should include the following aspects. First of all, establish connective elements across your images. This is the point that I mentioned at the beginning of the webinar. What I mean by saying this is that you need to be consistent with your image colors, with your image creativity, and so forth. So every single image should be connected to one another. So you by being consistent, you will send a clear message to people who follow you or people who would like to follow you. Because if they see that you're being consistent with your work, if they see that you are being consistent with all of the images, then in this way you will be building the brand image. Also, when you develop the connective elements across your images, then you need to be consistent. And as I said, you need to identify your color palette, you need to identify your composition and also your photographic style. In a second, I will show you some examples. And also, tell people a story through a product image if you advertise product, and I believe that you do advertise a product. So this is very important to take into account while creating a content strategy for Instagram. Everything is so visual. And finally, Number 3, focus on craft. So be different because you want to be distinguished. Among 400 million active accounts, you need to be different, but stay professional. Bad quality pictures, don't upload in professional videos because people are not going to follow you. If you want to generate organic traffic, you need to stay professional. So if you have a camera, now even with a smartphone, you can take high quality photos. Make sure that you upload only the good shots. Also, upload interesting images. You can create sort of scenery for your pictures. You can put some of FM products in a very attractive and nice place and then take a shot. Be creative, be artistic. You can create some artistic pictures. So easy to learn nowadays how to use some graphic designers software, and I recommend you to find out how to do it. As I said, Instagram is very, very, very visual, and the content must be of a high quality. The next thing is what you create should draw people in and keep them wanting more. Have a look at some popular Instagram accounts and have a look what they've got. Now, in terms of content, content is the key to your success on social media, not only on Instagram, but it is the key on social media in general. Obviously, using different social media, you're going to create different kinds of content. So, for example, here, perhaps you are quite familiar with the cookies Oreo. They're quite consistent with the image, and this is the consistency that I'm talking about. They use the cookies in order to create sort of environmental image. They place the cookies somewhere in the nature. So this is absolutely fantastic, and they're being consistent with all of the images they upload. So take a look at Oreo and have a look what kind of job they do. Also, what I recommend you to do is to search for some of the big brands which are related to our business, to FM business. For example, L'Oréal, Paris. So obviously it's a very big company, but what you can learn from them, you can use in FM. So they've got fantastic profile, in my opinion, very good quality pictures, and why not to create something similar? Why not to have a look what are the trends and create similar pictures with similar similar product composition. This is a perfect idea. L'Oréal is just one of the companies. Obviously, you can search our competitors and you can try to have a look and take the best out of them. So now, how to share pictures? What's caption? What's hashtag? What's ad? How to use that, and how to relate that to location. Maybe it sounds sort of complicated, especially for those of you who haven't got an Instagram account yet, but believe me, it's very, very simple as soon as you get to know some basic rules. So let me tell you, first of all, how to share your pictures. So that's how Instagram looks. I took a print screen from my mobile phone. First of all, I want you to draw your attention to these icons here. You've got like a small house. Here is like magnifying glass, a camera, a logo of a heart, and a person. So when you click on the house here, when you log into your Instagram, when you click on the house icon, then you can see photos and pictures of people you follow. Because on Instagram, you follow some people and other people follow you. this is what the whole buzz is about. So when you click on this house, then you can see all of the pictures and photos of people you follow. So if you want to upload your own picture or video, then you have to click the middle button. If you click the middle button, you will get access to your gallery, which you have on your mobile phone. Then you will get access to your camera, so you can take a picture or you can shoot a video. So this is how it is going to look like. So you've got the gallery, you've got photo, and you've got video. So I'm going to choose gallery, and this is a picture of my mobile phone. So I'm going to select one of the pictures I previously saved on my mobile phone in order to share. So this is the picture of the body sign collection, the black currant and cream. So this is it, and then I have to press this arrow in order to proceed, because you'll have some more options later on in order to edit the image and in order to put the hashtags and ads that I'm going to talk about in a second. So what is the hashtag etiquette on Instagram? When to put hashtags and when to put ads. It's quite simple. Ads refers to a specific account. So for example, if you already if you already uploaded the image and you are just before to share the image with your followers, then you have a small window where you can type in the caption, and also you can tag some people and you can put some hashtags. So if you want to let FM know that you're uploading a picture, then you can put @FM Group UK. If you want FM World, if you want to tag FM World, you put @FM Group World. If you want to tag some influencers, for example, Pixie Woos, and she's one of the best beauty bloggers in the UK, then you can put @Pixie Woos. And what does that mean? It means that you refer to a specific account of a person who is on Instagram, and the person will be notified that you've uploaded this particular picture, this particular post, and the person was tagged in the post. So it's sort of similar to Facebook. Hashtag in Instagram refers to a specific topic, because there are millions of pictures, billions of pictures on Instagram. So not only Instagram, but also Facebook, but on Instagram the hashtag is more popular. So Instagram can be searched by hashtags. So hashtag refers to a specific topic. So if you put hashtag makeup, hashtag cosmetics, hashtag perfume, you're gonna place your photo into a particular group of photos, and the other photos, or the person who uploaded the other photos, they used a similar hashtag. Later, I'm going to show you how to use hashtags in order to do your research, in order to find some interesting people or interesting photographs on Instagram. So I hope that's clear. I hope that everyone understands now the difference between @FM Group UK and hashtag FM Group UK, right? So refers to a specific account, whereas hashtag refers to a specific topic. So we've clicked the small arrow there, and this is the last screen that you're going to see before you post on Instagram. So here you've got a space to write a caption. So a caption should be short, interesting, and engaging. So you're not writing a blog here, so keep it short and keep it interesting. Also, in this place here, you can put some hashtags depending on the picture that you are posting. So if you are posting a picture about makeup, then perhaps you will include hashtags such as hashtag beauty, hashtag makeup artist, hashtag mineral makeup. If you are uploading, if you are sharing a picture about perfume, then perhaps the hashtag will be perfume or FM group perfume or beautiful smell and so forth. Also, in this window here, you will have the opportunity to tag some people. So for instance, if you want to tag FM Group UK, then somewhere between the lines or at the end of your post, you can put @FM Group UK, or you can put @FM Perfume, for example, if that sort of account exists. So in this small space, you can put all of these things. Then you've got a button Add Location. I really recommend you to add location because you may want to upload or share your photos that you took in different locations. So you can have the opportunity to add location, to assign location to a particular picture. Also, if you have Facebook account, if you have Tumblr account or Twitter account or Flickr account, you can sign up, you can authorize Instagram to post on your behalf, and within one click, you can post. You can share your photo with Instagram followers, with Facebook followers, with Twitter followers, and so forth. So this is a very convenient thing, and I recommend you to use it. Then, obviously, there are a lot of different groups in terms of pictures, and you may want to ask yourself what sort of hashtags I may use if I want to promote my picture, if I want to gain likes, if I want my audience to be engaged in what I'm doing on Instagram. So you can use Google. And this is a perfect place to do it. For instance, I've taken this from Google. I've just typed into Google hashtags for beauty in Instagram. You can put up to 30 hashtags per post. If you put 30 hashtags, definitely your photo will get a lot of likes, but it is not necessary to put so many hashtags. But this is really up to you. I think it is more professional if you put the right hashtags, and if you don't overload, if you don't spam your audience with too many hashtags. But have a look what I found out. I searched for hashtags for beauty, and I found out that beauty hashtags are fashion, love, follow him, tired, love it, and so on. So perhaps you don't want to use all of them because they are not really associated with beauty, in my opinion. But these hashtags are one of the most popular ones that people who would like to gain followers use. So, as I said, the best way is to go to Google and then check what sort of hashtags you can use for a particular photo. So that plenty different ideas, because sometimes really you may have no idea what sort of hashtags are popular, what sort of hashtags you may use if you want to promote your business, if you want to promote your product. So that will be the best way to select the proper hashtags, and what I recommend you to do is to check which hashtags are good for you, because some hashtags may be good for some people and other hashtags may be good for other people. All depends on the post that you are uploading, and all depends on the audience that you would like to engage with. So, what are the functions on Instagram? The first thing that I would like to draw your attention to is the different options to search. You can search Instagram by most recent posts. You can search Instagram by top posts, you can search Instagram by hashtags, ads, and location. So let's move on. So again, this is a print screen of my mobile phone, and I pressed the magnifying glass. Use this button to search for people and brands. So you can search, you can have a look at your top searches. So my top searches recently were FM Group UK, L'Oreal, Avon, and so forth, because it is always a good idea to check your competition. Then you've got the option to search by people, by tags, and by places. And I want to show you something very, very interesting in a second. So let's try to search some pictures by hashtags. So I pressed hashtag here, and then I type in makeup. You don't need to use the hashtag here if you want to search certain picture categories by hashtags. It is enough to put just makeup or perfume and so forth. So as soon as I typed in makeup, I've got makeup, but also Instagram gives me more suggestions. It gives me makeup dolls, makeup artists, makeup parties, and so forth. So for this particular webinar, I'm going to choose makeup artists with over 11 million posts. So take a look, 11 million posts. All of those people may become your potential business partners. They may become your potential customers. But obviously, in the first place, you need to try to engage with them. But anyway, this is an amazing group of people. 11 million posts under the makeup artist hashtag. So here it is, makeup artists. Instagram suggests me more similar hashtags that I may want to explore. And I can see in the first place top posts. And top posts are not the posts with the biggest number of likes. Top posts are the posts with the fastest likes. So if someone posts a photo, if somebody shares a photo on Instagram and the photo gets, for example, 100 likes within 1 minute, then definitely this photo will be prioritized by Instagram and will appear here as a top post. Next, just below the top post, you've got the most recent post. So for example, if you post a picture or a photograph and then you will include under the picture makeup artist, your picture will appear in this section. So here you've got the 11 million posts. So every post, every single post that you can see here in this section has the hashtag makeup artist. Now, let's try perfume hashtag. So I've put perfume here, and obviously in the first place I've got hashtag perfume and other suggestions. So hashtag perfume, under this hashtag there are over 3.5 million posts. But you know, here we've got the top posts, and you know what? I haven't found any FM perfume here. It means that FM business partners from the UK are not so active on Instagram because they don't appear in the top post section. How about the section just below, the most recent posts? In the most recent post, here, just here, is the boy perfume, FM boy perfume, but I checked the owner of this post, and in fact, the person wasn't from the UK, the person was from the Philippines. So I couldn't find any recent posts with FM Group fragrances, not posted by someone from the UK. So we are not that active yet, but I do believe that you will become more active after the webinar. Next, I wanted to check something else, because perfume, it was quite broad hashtag, so I wanted to narrow it a little bit. So what I did, I've searched hashtag FM perfume. In the top post, as you can see, there's some of our fragrances, some of our products, but unfortunately, none of the top posts are from the UK. Some of the top posts were from the Philippines, some of the top posts were from Dubai, and some of the top posts were from Italy. Unfortunately, not top posts from the UK. So we have to become a little bit more active on Instagram. Just below, we've got most recent posts. And here, a very good surprise. I can even recognize some of our business partners. Perhaps some of you can recognize this lady. She's our business partner. I found, I think, at least four posts from her, recent posts, and this is a great job, and this is a fantastic thing. So then I clicked to one of the posts this lady uploaded recently on Instagram, and then I can see her profile. So that's the lady, one of our FM UK business partners, who is doing a great job on Instagram. She has 102 posts and she's got over 5,000 followers. So congratulations to our business partner who is very active on Instagram. Then, so that's hashtags. I hope that everything is clear in terms of searching by hashtags. And now you can relate your posts and hashtags, how people can find you. If you don't appear in the top posts, if you don't appear in the most recent posts, so it means that you have to be active. You have to post at least twice a day. Then, in fact, it is going to be very, very difficult to find followers and consequently your potential customers or business partners. So now let's have a look at this option, places. Search for people and brands by place. Because I've been preparing this at work, and as you know, our distributor center is located in Neasden, I just wanted to explore people or people's account who live in Neasden, in this area. So then I typed in Neasden, and I can see here all of these posts. There are more than that, just down below. All of these posts belong to people, they were posted by people who live in Neasden. So how easy it is to get in touch with them, how easy it is to engage with those people. It is so much easier today to reach people than it was even 5 or 6 years ago. Instagram is quite new application, but it's already very successful. So, for example, if I want to get in touch with some of these people who live in Neasden, I have to click on the profile, and then I will go to their profile. I'll go to their account. As soon as I can see their account, then I can click the 3 dots here, and then extra menu will appear. So here I've got the opportunity to copy the profile URL. I have the opportunity to send the person a message, private message, and I have the opportunity to send the profile as a message, for example, to one of my business partners. Yes, so I've got more options here that I can take advantage from. So, is everything clear so far? Have you got any questions? Because I've got some more material. I've got some more points to talk about today. But let's stop in here. Maybe you've got any questions, so I'll be happy to answer. But if everything is clear, we can move on. Any questions about what we've discussed so far? All is clear. Okay, that's great. Yes, I'm recording this webinar, so you can listen to it once again. You can test some of the functions if you're not really familiar with them, and it's not a problem at all. So let's move on. Do you remember at the beginning of the webinar, I mentioned that Instagram is very, very visual, that you need to produce a high quality content in terms of pictures, in terms of video. But how about if you're not a very artistic person? How about if you don't really have skills to take nice pictures, to to compose the products in a nice way in order to take a photo? There is something really, really helpful that that you will be able to do, even if you are not an artistic person, and even if you can't produce any pictures, any photos that will be good enough to post on Instagram. There is something which is called UGC, and this is a contraction of user-generated content. Have you heard about that before? Have you heard about user-generated content? Okay, some people yes, but most of you no. It's a fantastic tool. So if you run out of ideas, if you have no skills whatsoever to upload high-quality images, you can use user-generated content. For this reason, you will have to download a third-party application. So most of you perhaps you use Apple or Android, you use Apple mobile phone, Samsung or other mobile phones. So you've got access to a store where you can download, usually free of charge, because those applications are usually free of charge, a special application that will help you to repost from Instagram. So I found this application very easy to use, and it's free, and it's perfect for Instagram. It's called Regrun, Repost for Instagram. What is it and how to use it? Generally speaking, you can use this application in order to share other people's content. For example, if you want to share some of FM photographs, some of FM pictures from our Instagram account, you can use Regrun application in order to repost our pictures. So isn't that amazing? In my opinion, that's really, really great, as long as you've got permission from the person that you are going to share the pictures from. But usually it's not a big deal, because you're going to tag the person, and by sharing the person's picture, you're going to promote yourself and you're going to promote the person as well. So most of the people whose accounts are with Instagram will be happy if you share their content. So we will be happy if you share our content. So how you can use the Regrun application if you want to share some of FM images without the hustle and bustle of downloading all of the content to your mobile phone first and then going again to the Instagram. Very, very easily. Step number one. After you've downloaded the application, what do you need to do? Go to our account, FM Group UK. So obviously you have to press the magnifying glass, you have to type in FM Group UK, and then you will find our official Instagram account. Remember to press this button, follow us on Instagram, and then you can choose one of our posts. It doesn't matter which one is it. You can choose any post you like. So for example, I found this beautiful post on our Instagram account, and I click on that post. You have to click on that post. So then make sure you like it, make sure you comment it, because this is all about engagement. And also what you can do, you have to press one of the three dots. If you press one of the three dots, an extra window will appear. Then you will have to copy the share URL, and then you need to go forward. If you press the copy share URL button, this window will appear. You will see just below the post that sort of blue window, and if you haven't got the Regram application, this window is not going to appear. So I've installed on my mobile phone the Regram application, so this window appears and you've got few options. You can save the picture on your mobile phone, so you can save FM's post on your mobile phone. You can share it on different social media or with your friends using even WhatsApp or Skype. You can schedule the post for a later time, and you can regram, it means repost the picture on your or under your account. So I'm gonna press this, the icon of Instagram, and the next window you're going to see is this. So perhaps you are familiar with that, because here you've got the option to edit the image. So if you want, you can apply one of the filters here. If you're happy with the image, you just press here the small arrow, and then you go to the final window. In the final window, if you press the window here, if you press and hold, then a small window will appear, and then you have to press paste. All of this text, you don't need to type it. This text will be copied directly from FM's post. This text was exactly under our post in our account. But what's more, you're gonna tag us here in this post at FM Group UK, and that will appear automatically as well, so you don't need to do anything. And we know that you shared our post, so you will be promoting our profile on Instagram, but also you will be promoting your own profile. So this is a great thing that you can take advantage from if you are not so skillful to produce your own content on Instagram, and if you want to share our content in order to gain followers and in order to gain potential business partners. So Instagram is definitely not a complicated application. It's so easy to use. And I'm sure that if you do it on a regular basis, if you produce a high quality content, or if you share our content in order to gain followers, you'll be very, very successful. So what we've discussed today is what you've learned, what you now know, is the potential of Instagram in figures. You know how to sign up if you haven't got your account yet. You know the importance of having a strategy before you start uploading your pictures. You know the importance of producing a great content. You know how to share your content. You know the basic functions of Instagram, how to search for people, how to get in touch with them, and also you know what's user-generated content, how to use it in order to be successful. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed the webinar. I hope that for those of you who weren't really familiar with all of the functions that you can find on Instagram, it's going to be beneficial. That was the last webinar this year. And I want to take the opportunity today to wish you very Merry Christmas. So spend the time with your family, with your friends, relax, chill out, to be full of energy and enthusiasm next year. Enjoy your New Year's Eve, and I wish you all the best and very prosperous New Year. And definitely, I will see you personally here in London during my training sessions. And also, I'll be happy if you join me during the webinars. I'll prepare some interesting stuff for you. I'm here to help you. So once again, Merry Christmas to everyone, and see you soon. Take care.